Hey. Whoa. I was right in the middle of my, hey. Come on. Hey there, soccer fans. You're listening to episode 44, Louis. 44.
Yeah, 44.
And episode 4 of Social Distance that you can find on YouTube. You're just getting sick of hearing our voices in your earbuds, but now you can listen to us and look at these beautiful mugs.
Well, this beautiful jersey.
And behind or right in front of the, I guess it looks like he hoarded a bunch of toilet paper. If you want to find it, we will give you VAR's address.
50% off.
50% off.
Yeah,
what are all the boxes, man? This is why he always does a background. Because
he actually was selling them like for 4 times the whatever they're worth. So
I'll change it to you.
Yeah, I'll change it for 2 instead. So
those are all.
He's feeling nice.
Just email Soccer Stupid at soccer. What is this? Soccer Stupid podcast at gmail.com. Hit us up on YouTube, Twitter, right? And just
the champion.
GM us.
Whoa!
We will give you. We'll give you Anthony's address, his home address, and you can pick up all those boxes of toilet paper. All of them.
Yes.
All of them.
You know, he just gave his name away.
We've been calling him Anthony for 44 episodes. And those who are listening, he changed his background to the UEFA Champions League.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Sing it, Louis. Sing it, Louis.
Sing it, Louis.
The champions. The champions.
Pretty good. Speaking of music, I'm hearing, before we hit record, you do music.
Oh, yeah, I'm a DJ.
You're a DJ. Oh, that's my phone. I forgot to turn my phone off. I'm a jerk.
Ruined it. You ruined my
so you're
seconds
fired.
I'm out of here. So wait, you're one of those guys who does the you got the headphone one headphone on, one headphone off, and you scratch it, right? I want to hear. This is something you kept secret from me. You didn't tell me you do.
Well, actually, this is new, man. This is coronavirus.
I told you I was writing a novel. I was writing the autobiography of myself, and then the story is stupid. You didn't tell me you're doing music.
Well, I just bought it, dude. People were saying that now that we have so much time in our hands, we should get something that we always wanted to do, and I love music, so now I'm gonna. It's hard for me to find time though, because sometimes the wife gets mad at me. She's like, "That is too loud," or it's like
that is like so uncharacteristic.
Right?
Of her getting mad at you.
So now it's really hard for me to do my sessions or get some practice. But yeah, man. One day when I become good, you'll see me in one of them raves.
I want to hear that music now, man. Let's put it on. Let's put it on this episode. Let's end the episode with Louis' song.
Well, the problem is that I have to connect it to the other computer because I don't have admin rights on this computer because this is my work computer. So I have to get another one connected. That would take too long. So that's for another day.
I'll bleep that out for you. So I know your boss is a huge fan of this show and listens religiously.
Really? Yeah,
every episode.
He's already texting me right now. He's asking me what time we're gonna have it on.
We should. Let's talk about something. Every episode we talk about, the. Look at that. Not I didn't give away his full name. He gave away his full name. What a genius. I'm going to blur that out now because I told everybody you have all the toilet paper, and now when you put it on when you left and you muted it or whatever, it went Anthony Olivia.
Yeah, give me that. Look for toilet paper, and I'm gonna have none.
Now you know who to go. That's who you go for. Anthony Olivia. I have it so Louis can practice his soccer skills with him. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I already used it, man.
Should we talk about that? Should we talk about our resurgence into the FIFA world?
Well, I mean, I'm still waiting for Anthony to do his challenge. He hasn't done it yet.
What's Anthony's
so we're still
challenge?
Waiting.
What's your?
Well, he has to do the same thing we did. We had the toilet paper challenge. The the dribbling the ball or the toilet paper.
See that, but I was talking about FIFA or coming back into the world of FIFA. we took a sabbatical.
Oh, you're talking about the video games?
Sabbatical. Yeah, I took a sabbatical for like years, and I completely stopped playing, and now I got FIFA 20, and I suck. I'm really,
what's your, okay? So what? So let's talk about it. What's going on over there, man?
I'm basically Sunderland. Like I won. I started seasons. I started seasons. I started out strong. Game one, I won. I don't remember any of the score, but game one, I know I won. I think I won the first 2 games and tied the next one, and then after that, just kept losing. And then I couldn't get out of it. It's like it's all mental. Like when you're playing somebody and as you're playing, like they suck. Right.
You're like, I can beat this guy.
Yeah, they're doing like terrible passes or a terrible shot, like they do, or like they kick it to the side accidentally, and I'm like, oh, I could beat this guy, and then that person still kicks the shit out of me. Too much pressure. I put so much pressure on myself. It's the Sunderland curse, man. After I watched the documentary, I can't win. I can't win.
Well, you want to hear my story?
Hold on, I'm still crying.
Let me leave you to grieve right now, and then tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. Now. I feel better now after touching the patch here.
So my situation is a little different. I just started playing last night, and the first game, I felt I was pretty confident because I had played the computer game. So I was like, oh man, you know what? I think I should do well on this thing, right? And then I was playing this guy, and he was really good, but it was like a tight. It was 0-0 until I myself scored my own goal, dude. I passed the ball back to the goalie, and I wanted the goalie to give a pass to the guy next to him, and somehow he shot it right into goal. What? So I was already 1 down, dude. 1-0. And
you had an own goal?
Yeah. 2 own goals in 2 different games.
I've definitely done that.
Weirdest thing. The weirdest thing, dude. Like, so he was 1 up, right? And so. Then he scored again, so it was 2-0. And then he started doing what Anthony does to you, where he takes out the goalie, and from one end to the other end, he's running with the goalie. And I'm trying to break his legs. Like, I'm throwing everybody at this guy, and he's still jumping me, man. Like I can't get him.
That's my pet peeve. Keeps doing that. That's my pet peeve, man.
Right. So he kept doing that. But at the end, it backfired him because he got it from like where his goal post was, like his goal thing is. So he started going, and then like somehow I stole the ball and I just like smashed that thing in the into the net, So then I lost that one 2-1, and then the next one over. This kid was also actually I was winning. I think I was winning 2-0, and I felt good, and I was like, oh man, this kid, I got this. Second half, this guy scored. He ended up being 6-3. So there goes.
Yikes,
bro. So then I was like, you know what? I think I had enough for tonight. So let me.
It hurts too. It hurts like being such a competitive person. Like I'm not even kidding. This is why I won't play Anthony. I just won't do it. I won't do it because like especially if like I've won a game, like I want to go to bed like on top of the world, right? But then if I lose a game, I don't want to lose horribly once again after I've just lost a game. It's almost like even though you're not really playing, there's still a very competitive edge to it. I still remember how angry I would get, and I would like throw my controllers, and I would break them at some point. I still do that. It's so it's upsetting. It's upsetting.
You need therapy, bro.
Oh,
you need therapy.
You're telling me when that dude beat you 6-3, you're like,
see ya. Bye, everybody. I'm fine. What? I'm fine.
I don't take it that personal though. Like I know it's I mean, you know what helps me? The fact that I kind of tell myself that he actually is good. He's a good player. Like he knows how to play. So that kind of keeps me like grounded and not so upset about like the score. But yeah, like the guy who was like who was like up 2-0 and taking the goalie out. that is a complete disrespect, man. So that that I get it. Like I'm gonna go after you, but otherwise, like even till the end, I'm playing clean. You know, like I'm losing 6-3, but I'm still playing clean and stuff and whatever. But so then I decided to play today. I had actually played 2 games earlier. And the first one, I actually was losing, and I came back and won, bro. I ended up winning 3-2, and then I played another one, and it ended up being a tie. So I feel better. I feel better about myself.
Yeah. We gotta get a game going. I think we're prime for a game. But you're gonna. I think you're totally gonna beat me. Because again, I put a mental cap in there, and so it's like I go in like I'm toast, and I leave, I'm toast. I never go in like I got this. It's the worst.
Man, that's the reason why you're losing, man. You gotta be positive.
I know. I gotta be positive.
You can't go in there negatively because you're gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
And that's what happens too, man. Like when the first time playing, like I made those 2 big mistakes where I score on myself, right? The own goals. That was pretty much myself because I mean, it's a dumb thing, right? Like, I'm usually okay. Like, I don't make those mistakes. But this time around, twice. So I was like...
Yeah.
Very upset. But, some of these kids are good, man.
Yeah.
I got to admit, some of them are good.
Yep. Like that kid right there. That kid right there. Louis. Not Louis. What's your name?
Division 2.
Division 2, really? Are you? Well, you're Division 2 in 2019. That doesn't count anymore. You're starting over. You're starting over, baby. It's starting over. 2020 is a whole different game. Come on.
I need to go get a PS4 so I can play against you guys.
You should have given it away. Didn't you give it to Louis? Is that what happened?
Did you hear him try to sell it to me?
How much were you selling your PlayStation for?
He actually gave it to me. That's right.
Aww. I don't do any of my video game system purchases. That's all the wife and the boy. The boy, he's a video game kid. Though he doesn't play. We had an argument, not really, but we had an argument about what was more popular, what sold more, or had more downloads or more purchases. Which game was he plays Persona 5, which I never heard of. I'm sure you guys haven't heard of. Anthony's heard of it. He's a gamer. But we asked Google. He was like, "Hey Google, how many copies did Persona 5 sell?" And it was only like 400,000. And then we asked for FIFA 20, and it was like 200 million. So I was like, "Dang, soccer, baby, soccer."
Don't mess with it.
Yeah, you can't mess with it. Right?
Yeah, man. They own the world, dude. Yeah, just because in America it's not as popular, that doesn't mean the rest of the world is not. Everybody else is on it.
Yep.
And they also have tournaments like the other stuff they have, where people play against each other and they actually make money. I don't think you and I will ever be there, Joao. I don't think you and I will ever be in any sort of.
Joao, let's play for money.
Yeah, I'm going to practice so hard till I'm Division 1. By 2021, I will be Division 1.
Never gonna happen.
Hey, I can already go like this with the guy, and then kick the ball. Actually, but here's my question though. What's your name? VAR. Like, did you practice like when you go into like the practice things, like practice all the finesse stuff? Like, do you spend hours and time, actual time doing those things? Because that's something that I probably will never do. Like, I'll continue to play the games, but I will never sit there
I
do any of the practice drills or any of that stuff. No way. Yeah. Do you do that?
I don't spend hours, but I do it for fun.
Son of a. This is why. And he's every kid on the internet playing FIFA. They sit there and they're like learning how to do finesse moves. Here's another thing I dislike about the FIFA world. I was talking about this with a family yesterday. Nobody picks their club. Nobody's picking their club. So there are fans who are, I'm a Barcelona fan. They're serious Juventus fans, sure. But everybody else who's like,
I choose Barcelona.
But that there's some like a Sunderland fan. He's not going to choose Sunderland. He's going to choose Barcelona or PSG.
Juventus. So everybody uses Juventus.
Nobody uses it, yeah. And I think on 2020 there isn't a Juventus. It's like some other name. It's like I knew it was somebody playing.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is this team?
Right.
And I had like
Because
Ronaldo,
PES
Mbappe.
has the rights for Juventus.
The who?
PES Evolution, the soccer game, they own the rights for Juventus
so
for
this one,
this season. So
this one maybe.
Right up on it. Yep.
Maybe it was like it sounded like Italian, right? Like I couldn't figure out. It was like when I heard the name Ronaldo and what's his name Higuain, and I heard what's his name Dybala. I was like, wait a minute, this is Juventus.
Yeah. It made me
they
very.
have like the Kirkland version on there.
What is it?
The Kirkland version, like the imitation. It's not the original.
But Ronaldo can still score, though. I tell you that, from the most awkward places.
When I played that for the first time, when I played that team for the first time, I thought if somebody like made up their own team and put all their favorite players in it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right, that's what I thought too.
Anyway.
They put like Pelé there, Maradona, Ronaldo, Messi. Oh man, am I playing these guys?
Did you ever see that?
Take the L before I actually humiliate myself.
You ever see that viral video where the kid's like, I want my hair to be like Ronaldo, and dad's like, you really want your hair to be like Ronaldo? And the kid's like, yeah, I want my hair to be like Ronaldo, and he shaves it and he does Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo's 2002 hairstyle, and he goes, there's only one Ronaldo. the kid's like in tears.
That was cool.
But I think we talked about this in messages that I think we should do a live stream game for the world. Talk about pressure for the world to see, because there isn't. Think about it. There isn't any Sacer around, right? There's no live Sacer, right? So let's do a live game. Let's figure out a time. I know it's tough for you. I know it's tough. I know it's really tough for you to come up with stick to a schedule. So we choose a day of the week and be like, on like Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, Louis versus João. And we can be like, Brazil and Argentina or Liverpool, Manchester City. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Or Barcelona and I don't know who you like in Spain, but whatever. I'm sure you'll choose Madrid.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. I think, you know what? Yeah, it has to be at night though, like kind of like 11 p.m. Pacific time,
Yeah, I'm still
or 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Because my kids, what about my kids, man? I gotta put them to bed first, and then I have freedom. But it's been wild.
You can't see my eyes when I do it like this. When I wear my the soccer podcast hat like this, you can't see my eyes.
Hey, by the way, I don't want to interrupt you, but can you make sure?
Please do.
Can you make sure you press record on that thing? Because I ain't got no time.
Here, I promise. I promise it's recording. It says recording. It still says recording.
Recording.
Hey, one time I forgot to record, and the second time I closed the application out while it was still doing the conversions. That's the problem. That was the problem with the last one. Huh? Oh, by the way,
what about the first one?
You should wear one of these guys. We won't get so much feedback in your life if you.
Is that what?
Or an echo?
Sounds better. Yeah, you won't get the whole room. You'll get your audio, and it sounds so much better.
Does it sound better now?
You son of a bitch.
No.
No.
All right, sorry guys. Don't mean to interrupt. I'm actually not home, and I gotta head home.
Wow, really? You're gonna do us like that?
Damn!
I gotta go, guys.
Man.
Wow.
You guys continue on without me.
We're gonna talk very nicely about you when you're gone.
Yeah, you guys always do.
I'm looking forward for you to go so we can praise you.
See ya.
All right, I'll see you guys.
Bye, man.
See ya,
Anthony Oliva.
We should hack his account and put his address underneath there. Oh man, but yeah, let's play. Let's get that game going. We'll come up with a time. We'll create an event. You can watch it live, people. You get your live saucer fix, okay, and watch us play. I will most likely get very upset, and there might be some tears. There might be a few tears for me. It's gonna be very tough. You're gonna go in there like you don't care. I'm gonna go in there with all the emotion and all the like. I gotta do this. I gotta do this, and then I'm gonna fall apart as a person. I'm gonna be diving, sliding in.
Like how a bully treats his like victims. If I can bully you from the beginning, I think I'll be okay. If I already have you here, you're there forever.
Terrible.
So
just terrible.
Watch out, dude.
Hey, I want to quickly talk about Sunderland Till We Die. It's not. You know what? I've been saying it wrong. It's not Sunderland Till We Die. It's Sunderland Till I Die. Right? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
You watched.
Die, yes.
So you did your homework. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. And you watched season 1, and then you watched season 2, and you cried as much as I did.
No.
Come on, even the opening song with the down by the water where we build the boats.
There's a button that says, "Hey João, there's a button that says skip intro." You click that, and you don't have to hear the song.
I'm actually kind of weird.
That's
I'm weird unless it's a show I don't really care about. I actually watched the entire opening. It gets you. It brings you into the mood of the whatever show you're watching. Like the opening credits and the song is very much like the part of the show, and it gets you in there, gets you here, and it gets you right here.
Well, for me, it's more like homework, right? Like you just said earlier, it's homework. So I need to get and watch it as fast as possible with no emotions involved. So that's my way.
You didn't enjoy it as much as I did. That's how I take it.
I liked it. I was talking to the wife, and we're talking about the show.
Wife?
She doesn't care. One of my wives.
Okay.
So she doesn't care, right? But I was like, this is a very interesting show because it shows the internal part of the business, right? So, we just see the players play the game, and we watch all this, but we don't know what's really happening, with the management trying to get new players in, the chemistry, the managers, the fans. There's a lot of things involved, and it's this show is perfect. I mean, they show from the littlest person, the fan, to like the owners of the team, and the pressure that goes with it. It's amazing because the owner was one of the things he said, like, I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to be emotional, but I mean, you see thousands of people cheering for the team that you just bought. So now he said you feel obliged, or you feel obligated to win for them, right? So it's a very good, it's a very well-made show, man.
I think it's an unprecedented, in-depth kind of look at a club, right? And I think it's interesting. I'd also be interested. The guys who do the docuseries do an amazing job. It'd be interesting to see other teams too, but these guys just do such a good job. And again, they were given the access they got was just amazing. But yeah, I mean, like some of the things that, owning the team, it's not just owning the team and making a profit. And yes, it's a business. And yes, we're talking about ticket sales and all that stuff. But I mean, you owe it to the, to the fans. So overall, they're the ones who buy the tickets, but it's not just ticket sales again. It's people who
you see that right there?
Deeply care.
You see that?
We're being attacked. You're being attacked. Bring them on the show, man. Bring them on the show. You're being attacked.
Anyway,
those who are just listening. A small little chimpanzee kid just came in and almost
killed him. He almost killed the show. Almost killed the show. There he goes. Anyways,
this is, by the way, this is just like you watch these news things, and sometimes you'll get You'll see
the
like
people
people,
behind-
yeah. There's like all these clips. Like Daily Show has it on there too, but there's these clips online you can see where like they're trying to do a professional job, and like the kid walks in or the dad walks in without a shirt, and they're like, "Dad," it's like
We're doing a show, kid.
we're doing a show over here, which is fun. I think we expect that. We're at home now. This is our lives continuously getting interrupted by things. But going back to Sunderland Till I Die, watch it, folks. Watch it. It's so good. If you love the game, you'll love that docu-series. And even if you're not a big fan, it's interesting to see overall what it takes to run a club, and then just all the things that go with it. And spoiler alert, just Sunderland, they just keep going down. And I consider myself the Sunderland of the FIFA 20 world. I definitely do. I feel like it. I'm playing it. I feel like I'm in the. We should do a whole docu-series of me playing FIFA and how I'm just losing and just losing.
Funny thing about this Sunderland documentary, you would think that new ownership, new management, is gonna change, right? Where everything's gonna be better, but then it doesn't happen. Say hi.
Hey, hi. Hey, do you have a good dad? Is that the best dad in the whole world? Are you enjoying having your dad at home? It'd be wonderful if he's like, nah. Are you gonna grow up to be a soccer player? Is that your plan?
You're gonna be a soccer player? Do you want to show him your soccer videos? No? Okay, go play. Bye. Go play.
He's like, I'm out. What is this? What is this podcast stuff?
Right.
By the time he's already just like podcast.
So yeah, talking about
exist. They're gonna be like, that's old school. What is that?
What is that? Now it's all video games.
Right.
Where the whole coronavirus is completely gonna
Right.
change the face of sports. It's all gonna be video games.
Exactly.
Well, talking about the show, it was very interesting because the new management and ownership felt like the former hadn't done a lot of things to make the team better, right? It's almost like you're prejudging the former ownership, but then you fall into the same category because you can do. The funny also thing, the one player that we're really going after.
Yeah.
Because they lost. What was it, Maja, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
That guy was like their goal scorer. Like that guy.
Can't remember his name.
I think it was Maja, his last name. But that guy was like that man. But of course, he got sold to to a different club, not in UK, but somewhere else. I think it was Italy or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they were going after, was it Gibbs, if I'm not mistaken? I forgot his name too.
It sounds about right.
Right. So they were like, this guy is the man. Like he was just tearing the whole league apart, right? When he was playing with the old team. But then this guy is like behind the electric cords over there.
For the folks who are listening, Louis is trying to parent and do a podcast at the same time. He's having some trouble.
Yeah, he's gonna get electrocuted right now.
Oh no! Get him, Louis, get him. But you're absolutely right. I mean, that's exactly it. Like, and it was more, and that guy came in, and then he did poorly. He didn't do that great on Sunderland.
He was like overrated.
Yeah,
I mean, it was the other kid. I forget his name.
They paid him like way over the budget that they wanted, and
$3 million.
They're desperate.
Euros.
Well, that whole scene, or it's not a movie, but it's this scene where they were at the transfer window, and they had it was down to like 20 minutes, and they had and they're just like pacing the office, waiting for the call, and are you going to have a new striker or not? There was a lot of all that pressure. You like felt it as you were watching that, and then it got down, and then the whole stuff with the that's all about the agents now. Like the agents trying to get scratched, so it's not and they convince the players that this is what you want, not this, and so it's really you're not really dealing with the player, but you're dealing with the agent, and and it's a whole cost game, and it sounds like an absolute nightmare.
But it makes sense though, because if you're the agent, you don't want your player to be playing for Sunderland because first of all, they're not gonna go up. They're gonna relegate again. So even if you're getting paid less somewhere else,
Yeah.
but if you're playing for like the major league for that league, you want to be there. So I completely understood. I knew I like the owner was really upset about it. He's like, the agent is not calling me back. He's like ignoring my text or whatever.
Yeah.
But I get it. And it's funny. I would think he will get it too, because your team is not doing well and he's not. So sorry, dude. That's the business of that's like the reality of business, right? You're gonna go where you're gonna be more exposed to the fans, to the world, so that way you can get recognized. But if you're in a team that it doesn't even make it to the EPL, why do you want to be there? You must be. For example, Gibbs got a lot of money, right? He got more than a normal player. He was the most expensive player for League One, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was.
He didn't pan out.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see the cost bracket for somebody who's like he played in the EPL. How much money they made a week versus somebody in like the League Two, which is where they are now, right? I think it was League Two.
League One.
Were they down to League One?
League One.
Are you sure about that? Was in season 1? I thought they went from they were EPL got relegated to League One, and then they relegated it again
to League. I don't know. Well, I thought it was League because he said
it was the most
expensive player for League One.
So I thought season 2 was to get promoted back into League One.
It's almost like you keep digging a hole, right?
That's what I mean. It's incredible doc, and absolutely everybody should watch it. Right?
It's a very good documentary. I truly enjoyed it. The business part of it, the fans, the workers. The people that worked for, like the cooks. They were very involved. Everybody, their families. Some of the fans, you just saw a fan with a tattoo. Like the a few players from back in the day or something like that. And
the guy who sells oranges on the freeway.
That's my brother. How dare you, man?
No.
How dare you?
All right, so after this episode, immediately after.
Hey, you're going to have to give me a break. Can you talk? I got to take this kid back to mom.
Okay.
Can you talk?
I will only say nice things about you while you're gone. I will only say nice things. Look at that guy. Look at him. This kid is almost as tall as he is already. If you don't know, Louis is about 3.5 feet. Do you ever see the movie Lord of the Rings? He's about Hobbit size. I think Hobbits are just under 4 feet tall. That's how tall Louis is. So Louis' son is about 2 years old. They're about the same height. I don't know if you saw that as he was walking away in the video, but they're about the same height. So it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle for Louis. Oh, hi, Louis. How are you? Hi. And we weren't talking about anything. We were just sitting here and enjoying the beer, and we weren't talking about your height. What?
But wait, do you want to hear the?
Wait, hold on. What I love about this is you're not going to hear what I had said about you the entire time until you finally watch this episode or put the earbuds on the podcast. Hey, you just smelled your hand. Uh-oh. Somebody needed a diaper change, didn't they? And now
he just came by. He came by here.
All over your hand.
I just went and washed him. But he came here, and then he was going like this. And then I was like, what is that in your hand? And then I grabbed whatever he has. And of course. So I had to run to get him to mom so she can get him cleaned out. But I don't know where the rest of I see it.
Don't worry. It gets easier. I promise. The dead air, the silence,
smells like
fear,
poop here.
the fear in your eyes, the fear in your eyes.
Anyway, so let's continue on with the show. Yeah,
please.
I recommend. By the way,
yeah.
We've talked enough, right? Can we move on to something else?
Sure. Hey, again, this is your life, and I'm just in it. Okay, so you go, do it, do your thing. Do it, Louis.
Well,
unless it's about MMA.
No, I was going to talk about. There's 3 things I want to talk about. 3 things. One belongs to Netflix, which is I told you about it. El Guacho, the Argentinian player. I can't remember his name right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Torre.
No, it's he is Argentinian. Anyways, let me look right now. Anyway, so there is another show in the Amazon Prime Video.
Yes. Yeah.
It's called The Dream, and I think you're actually gonna love it because it's about Gerard. It's about Stevie Gerard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard of it.
Yeah, no, I'd love to hear. I'd love to see a Stevie G documentary. That
There's a
sounds kind
Stevie
of cool.
G documentary, and when I saw it, I was like, I gotta tell Joao because he's gonna
He never told me,
really
folks.
enjoy it. Like
He
he's
never
gonna
told
love
me.
it.
He never told me.
No, I just found out 2 days ago. So
Oh, okay.
I wanted to surprise you.
You had 2 days pass. You had 2 days
Yeah,
pass.
because I wanted to surprise you in the show. I wanted to see your I wanted to see your expression when I told you that. Because you're a big fan.
It's Stevie G. That's awesome. I absolutely will watch that. I just finished. I finished Sunderland. We finished the English game. I've been watching this docuseries. Like I think it's called like how to ruin a drug scandal or something like that on Netflix, which is actually very riveting. Not football related, unfortunately. But yeah, I'd love that would be my homework. By the next episode, I would have watched the Stevie G documentary called The Dream.
By the way, the other show I was telling you about, I just found it. It's called Apache, which means El Apache means what are those like little animals that have like they look like bandits?
You don't speak Spanish. You're just making it up.
What's the name of that little animal that looks like a bandit?
A raccoon.
A raccoon. So that's his nickname in English, El Apache.
Yeah.
So this is about Carlos Tevez. You remember Carlos Tevez, right?
Yes, I do.
Dude, very interesting story.
Very handsome man. Very handsome man.
You know, he has like, I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it because you know, it's if you get a chance to watch it, I think you should. It's a very, you know, it's almost like the favelas from Brazil. You know, Argentina has similar places where they're not like the most secure, and you know, he was actually brought up in those kind of areas. Very interesting. So if you ever get a chance, I think you should also give it a try.
I will give it a try.
And one more before we go.
I think. By the way, I think I can handle
also on Prime.
I think I can handle 2 documentaries before next.
No, I'm just throwing them out there. So when you're done with these 2, you can go on into the next one. And the next one, it's actually, you know what? Yeah. I gotta be honest. Like my least favorite is the Ramos one. I mean, the beginning was pretty cool, but then it's very slow. It's
Wait, Ramos has a docuseries or a documentary? Is it called? Yeah. Is it called Red Cards?
Red Cards galore.
You know, I'll have to check it out. I went through a stint where I was just going through. It was like between seasons or something. And I was looking for only documentaries, and it may have watched that. So I was watching like so many of them. I even watched like a Ronaldo CR7 one, which was actually pretty good too. It also had to do with his connection with the fans, which I thought was pretty interesting. You're about to talk
and there's
about
one about Brazil. I thought you were gonna like that. Brazil. I think you might actually like that one better because that one. Yeah. I mean, we gotta be honest. Brazil has a rich history in soccer. Amazing. So anything that is put out, I'm sure you'll be salivating and enjoying it because there's a lot to enjoy.
I'll probably be salivating for other reasons too if they really go into Brazilian culture.
The crowd see what they got up there.
Hey, we produce gorgeous people. Look at this mug.
Except for you, man. What happened to you?
I've been here too long. And I got ugly. I got ugly fast.
I think you got ugly when you voted Republican.
You bastard. Oh yeah. That is my homework, and I will watch every single one of those documentaries. You're gonna be shocked. And I'm gonna find some for you. Okay. We didn't talk about it. I don't have any in the top of my head. But we gotta get some homework for you. Now I'm the only one with the homework assignment.
Did we ever do the Maradona one? We did, right?
We had I think we did a whole episode on the Maradona one, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
That was fantastic. He was amazing. The whole Napoli thing. Napoli.
It's a crazy thing though. Like I feel like Sunderland needs like a big name, right? Like Ronaldo be like, you know what? I'm tired of winning and making it easy for myself or Messi, right? Let me go to a team that really needs help, and then for them to turn the team around and win a something. I can't say the whole thing, but like a something, right?
Yeah.
Like that would be like the best story ever for Sunderland.
They should do a GoFundMe for a new player. They should do a GoFundMe for like, we need a big star. We only need 10 million or 20 million. Please help us. I hope I do hope that series continues. Because I'm not gonna watch the games. I don't think I have a channel that plays League One. I don't know if you do, but I'd be interested to see kind of where they go. And I think the only way to do that is through this docu series. There will be a season.
Well, but the fact that I was gonna say the fact that we've been watching the documentary now, like it has awakened my interest. So now I'm doing like research on where they stand this year, and guess what? They're not in the EPL again. So if you want to.
Remember, I didn't finish the season 2 yet, and you told me that. I'm like, spoiler!
Well, I mean, that has nothing to do with the documentary. It was just out of my own curiosity to see where were they this year, right? Because that's nothing to do with anything right now.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let me search the EPL table, and I was looking through it, and I was like, I do not see Sunderland. Not even on the. You're right. Not even on the relegation. They're like teams that are going to relegate. They were not even there.
That's what I'm saying. In season 1, let's look it up. In season 1, they're in EPL, the EPL league, right? They get relegated. That's League 1, and then by the end of season 1, they relegate again. That was what was so devastating about it. So now they're below League 1, which is I think is League 2, and then season 2, I think they're still in League 2, and they're trying to get back to League 1 and then get back up into the Premier League. Because once you relegate, it's just so tough to get back in it. So tough. So tough.
Well, because you don't have the money anymore, and then you're not attractive. You're not attracted to any player.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
So they pretty much have to like. They gotta find a team that is gonna get them out of that hole, and I don't think first of all they don't have the cash, right? They don't have the money, and second of all, players don't want to go to a team that they know they're not gonna be put on the spotlight. Every soccer player wants to be, because another thing I was thinking about, injuries, right? Imagine
somebody didn't turn their phone off. Somebody didn't turn their phone off. I saw that and I heard it. You son of a... Oh, it's your watch. Okay.
That's my watch, man. It's not my phone.
Fancy.
Anyway, so talking about it's a big hole they're in, right? I mean, for them to come out of there it's not gonna be easy, because it's gonna take a great manager, a great nucleus of players. They're not gonna be big names, but upcomers that eventually will leave Sunderland, but at least to get them out of the hole. That's what I was thinking too. Like if you want to show some loyalty, finish out the season and then move on with your life.
Yep.
Instead of like leaving right, at the half of the season when they most need you, right? Because there were a few games away from going back to the big leagues, but losing a few players.
Yeah. That was tough.
It was it was like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yep, I like how you called it. You call it Sunderland, it's like Disneyland, the place that's Sunder happens. All right, what do you think? You think episode 43 of Soccer Stupid the podcast and episode 4? Where's my 4? All right, hold on. I'm going to let VAR back in. He's trying. Is done. What do you think? He came in right at the right time. For the listeners at home. Look, for the listeners at home.
Wait, are you wearing your Portugal jersey?
Portugal.
It looks like a Portugal jersey, dude.
Is it Cristiano Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Oh, okay. Is that a video game?
Oh, it's a cartoon
It's
shirt.
it's video game cartoon related. There we go. Look, he's back. He's back. Yeah, put the.
Hey, Joel, by the way, you keep freezing, bro.
I'm back.
You keep freezing. Joel is like, I gotta send you this
I'm not
photo right now
I'm
that I
not
just took
freezing.
of you.
I was
You were
kidding.
frozen for like.
I wasn't. I was
You are
pretending.
freezing,
Look,
Joel. You're frozen.
no, that was me. That was me.
You're freezing
freezing.
right now, you fool.
And folks who are listening at home, I'm pretending to freeze, and that's why you're hearing the radio silence. All right, let's.
Yeah, look at that face. I just sent it to you. That was you like for a minute.
I hope not. I hope not. This is going up on YouTube, and it's me looking like I'm like disappointed.
No, I'm not even
I'm
kidding
like,
you.
I'm like disappointed in what you said. That's whatever that is.
It's just Joel too, huh?
That's me. It's
yeah,
me
he's still
upset.
frozen.
That's me. That's me upset. That's me upset.
Anthony, I just sent it to you guys, the photo that I took of him. He was like frozen for like a minute.
Hey, it's Zoom, okay? This isn't like
Come
quality.
on, Joel, you can afford better.
We don't have.
Wi-Fi.
My Wi-Fi is perfect. I bet you $100 when you watch that, it's not frozen. It's frozen on your side, your side, your side for you, not for me. All right. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that! Do you know who that is?
Is that an El Salvadorian jersey?
Wow.
Oh, dude, you're just
Disrespect.
It's blue. It's blue. Yeah. 2002.
After he called it a Salvador jersey.
Well, those are the colors.
Yeah, like, you heard that jersey.
I'm sorry. When a Brazilian jersey goes on El Salvadorian wearing blue, I made an assumption. All right, I made an assumption.
that's your problem.
You're a small
you can't
little
make an
box.
assumption.
I was a Brazil fan
Hey,
as a kid,
you as a kid, and then what happened? You met me.
He met you.
and then I grew up and yeah.
Oh man, I was in Japan during the 2002 World Cup. Except that I didn't actually get to see any games. But hey, wait, where were you going? We were outnumbering Louis. It was two Brazil jerseys versus one Argentinian jersey. Ugh.
It only takes one. It only takes one to take over those two. Look at that. That's like 100 pounds. That should be like
way more than
a
that.
10 looks too small on you.
Way more than that, baby. Way more than that.
You need a bigger 10, dude.
Way more than that.
You're killing that 10. It looks so small.
The one and the 0 is gonna pop off. Just gonna pop off. I think your brother just died.
Hey, what happened to VAR?
He died. I think that's the perfect
Coronavirus
place.
got him.
That's the perfect place to end the pod.
For Anthony.
The coronavirus got VAR. Cheers, brother. See you on the next episode.